the committee that was formed by the party was toothless from beginning. Even before they started their work, I knew it was toothless. I made a post on Facebook just when they formed the committee, and I predicted, if I was a prophet, I am sure my prophecy would have come true. I predicted that the outcome was going to be to exonerate or to allow Baba Jamal to contest. And exactly so, that is what the committee did.
But they didn't exonerate anybody?
Yeah. Except, I said, or to allow him to contest.
Okay.
So they allowed him to contest. Samson, I feel the committee was a small screen to push the deaths that had happened under the carpet. Because what happened was shameful. Even though within the political parties we hear of these things, but for the first time on camera, you are watching social media, television, and people are carrying televisions in their armpits, boxes of Kivo Gari, boxes of sanitary pad. People are pushing motorbikes, piles of cash and so on. It's scary. It scared me. And I'm sure every politician watching at the time will be scared, because what it does is it means future elections are going to be affected. People, the delegates are now going to call that, hey, Ayawaso, people enjoyed, so let us also feel it. And it's scary. And the reason why I also say I'm not surprised is because what happened also scared them. And that is why they hurriedly came out. Because in Ghana, there's never been a point in time that you see clear evidence that people are openly, blatantly showing that largesse.
You said there's never been a time.
Yeah, motorbike, one person, motorbike, Kivo Gari, sanitary pad,
I think
television.
You have not been in Ghana
cash,
for a long time.
Something, if you can help me, gallons of oil, 5 bags of rice, one person, eggs, Kosianu Moko. Oh my God.
I've seen a lot.
One person.
I've seen a lot.
But not one person.
I've seen delegates. I've seen MPP delegates, and it cuts across.
Yeah.
I've seen them go to meet a candidate.
Yes.
Right here in Ablekuma.
Okay.
They go to meet the candidate, and when they leave, not a candidate. That's a candidate for in the primaries.
Yes.
And when they are leaving, I've seen them carry flat screens.
Yeah.
I've seen them carry microwaves. I've seen them carry.
It's not envelopes. Don't waste your time.
Envelopes.
You know, and they actually talk about it.
Common.
They talk about it proudly.
But one person.
Yeah. One person. No, I just don't want to name the person. But I saw them.
One person with motorbike. And all these things I've mentioned, if you quantify it, about 50,000 cedis per person. And what is scary is that the government is 1 year in power. What does it tell of the government? That 1 year in power, some of your people can afford all these things. So I was expecting that the party would take very harsh sanctions against them based on how they came out. The way they came out, everybody felt like, oh, for the first time, something was going to happen. But then business as usual, they go back and they go to worry my uncle here, put him on a committee, so that he puts a report together, which report they know they will not do anything. Right from day one, the party knew their candidates. The party wanted Baba Jamal because the party knew that Hajia is mourning, and per Islamic rights, she has 40 days to mourn. And that 40 days, she cannot come out and do campaigning. And that is why they even set a trap for her. When she requested that she wanted to do vetting via Zoom, they refused it because they knew if they refuse, she will not even attempt to come, and then she will be out of the game for Baba Jamal to come in. And quite interestingly, the majority caucus and the government also wanted Hajia to come in. So some few days to election, the majority caucus led by the deputy Honorable Doyo goes to donate some amount of cash to Hajia. 100,000. Why didn't they do it just after the burial of the husband? That would have been like a funeral donation. But you go to support one candidate, and even in their remarks, make a comment that we will see you in the chamber. You throw support behind one candidate, they turn around and sign signatures that they should nullify the election when your candidate doesn't win. So there was this thing between the party and the government. And the party won at the end of the day through the use of my uncle's committee.
Tell me what would have happened.
Under the carpet.
What would have happened if this was discovered in an MPP primary like this?
It will never be discovered.
Well, that is if it was discovered. That is if it was discovered. But if it was discovered, if it was discovered and blatantly people did this, for us as a party, the party can appoint people. So once the party has set a commission of inquiry and the commission had come out with a report that yes, the people have been found guilty, the party would have cancelled it and appointed somebody to go.
He's saying that the people you take an adverse action against, because, especially the winner, who won because the Electoral Commission supervised the process, can go to court. Can you imagine what that would mean? You appoint somebody and then the one who was elected goes to court, perhaps puts an injunction on your candidate, and you may lose because you have only 1 day to put the candidate up.
The winner stood on behalf on the ticket of the party.
Right.
The party has powers to appoint someone. I've seen NDC's general secretary go around in the 2024 elections to appoint candidates in particular constituencies where they couldn't have orphan constituencies where they couldn't have elections. Even in some constituencies, they could have had elections, but there were issues. Eventually, they appointed somebody to go. Here is the case. Your winner blatantly and shamefully on live TV admits that, yes, I gave them the television because they are going to vote, and I don't see anything wrong. Which, of course, the OSP can even take it up, because he's also a government appointee, an ambassador. At the moment he was doing this, he was still an appointee. He had not resigned from office. And quite interestingly, some of the contestants are appointees. I know Haja is on the board for this mining company, Pristia Sankofa. She's also on a board. So these are government appointees throwing cash in an election, openly, blatantly doing it, with no regard to even the sensibilities of the people. And the party could even take action to redeem its image in this so-called resetting agenda they are doing.
In 2023, you would have been around. You were doing your campaigns and all of that. Did you hear about one Alfred Obeng Boateng?
Yes.
He's a former MP.
Yes.
For the MP on the MPP's ticket for Bebiani Ayawaso-East, right?
Yes.
You remember the issue that came up with him?
Yes.
Okay. So he had promised that
if his opponent pays a certain amount,
his seat was under threat.
Threats, yes.
And he went on, radio publicly to say that he said that opponents were paying up to about 10,000.
Yeah.
He would double that and pay up to 20,000.
Yeah.
He said he had kept sufficient dollars for that purpose.
Yes.
When it came up, the MPP didn't do anything. Some of us did something's take and we criticized him. When we criticized him, do you know what he did? He came back to say, and the graphic reported this, claimed that he didn't say what we said he said, which was actually on tape. He said it.
Even if he said it.
Even though he didn't say that, he will even do more than that.
Yes.
What did the MPP do to him?
Something, even if he said it, in politics, when you're on the grounds campaigning, sometimes people want to hear you say things. So maybe you see your opponents are stronger than you. Sometimes you can make claims that if my opponent pays 1,000, I'll pay 2,000. It doesn't mean that is. I didn't pay anything.
Don't say that.
I didn't pay anything.
Don't say that. We won't pay before you.
I didn't pay anything. So these comments
unless your constituency was non-contest.
These comments come up. Sometimes people put these threats out just to.
He knows that paying something is wrong.
Just to assure them to stay with you, because maybe you've put in the work. Then your opponent comes in showing some things on the ground. You also go out and that's why I'm sure he went on air.
Okay.
He went on air to do that, to rip his base.
Yeah, you've been speaking.